Our investment in XRP is highly secure and very liquid. Now, the good news is it helps us sleep very peacefully at night, owning our XRP outside of these exchanges and platforms, safe and secure, and we sleep like little babies. But the bad news is that XRP is very liquid, and I think that it's been used in the past week after the largest liquidation event, followed up by the biggest meme coin rug pull, and then last week's largest hack in cryptocurrency history. I think that XRP is being used to cover the butts of these exchanges and other platforms that are having a liquidity crisis. And so in this video, I'm going to explain why a run on XRP is underway. And the good news is that we've prepared ourselves accordingly, and it's going to lead us right up into the next 45 to 60 days of a glorious XRP-led bull run and alt season. So without further ado, I'm going to get into this update. I appreciate you for stopping by. Let's check it out. Starting off here with Grok. This is your sign to just lock in. Bank XRP dropping the meme down below. It most definitely is time to lock in. Let's get it. So moving on over here, this is what I'm talking about. Jimmy Clams. Several now former employees are reporting that OX Fund headquarters is officially insolvent. After a mass exodus of funds, their remaining withdrawal liquidity sat at approximately 180,000 US dollars as of 23 UTC, as they were triaging funds. More details to come. Now, what did this platform do? OX Fund, this is where you can trade up to 100x leverage on meme coins. Deposit anything, trade everything. What could go wrong? And so we're starting to see other platforms go down, other issues very present. I don't know the full story with that exchange. Well, it's kind of just a platform, I guess, for using 100x leverage on meme coins, if that's what you really wanted to do with your life. So, you know, and folks would be saying, you know, this is inevitable. And we did talk about this, right? About how this wasn't going to last forever. The Solana pump fun era, the Solana pump it up and dump it up. It wasn't just the VCs. You had the memes, and they just let their own greed get in control. And now we've seen the meme coin space blow up over there on Solana. XRP memes are still fine. I mean, they're down, but the entire market is down right now. But I feel like the XRP memes, from what I've seen, are a lot more friendly. And obviously, there's still cabals, influencers, and people trying to take your XRP. But if you have the understanding that you're going to the casino, it seems like at least you're not going to get completely taken advantage of in the XRP ecosystem. But nonetheless, what we're starting to see is these platforms are going down. And so Bybit does look like they're covering their butts, but it has taken a group effort, to say the least. Since being hacked, Bybit has received 446,000 Ethereum, about 1.23 billion through loans, whale deposits, and Ethereum purchases. So the total amount was about $1.4 billion worth of Ethereum. I don't know the total amount of ETH that they had of a shortfall, but it looks like we are closing the gap and coming together. And I don't know if it's good. You know, is it great that the crypto space is banding together and saving ourselves? And this is why we're so strong. I saw many people highlighting the fact that the CEO of Bybit did come on, was doing a live stream over the weekend explaining, you know, kind of where they were at with the process and what they were doing. And it appears that they are handling it very well, very transparent. And, you know, folks noting that this is why the old guard in the banking system wants to stop this, is because this is the type of transparency that the crypto space operates with. You know, I guess you can say what you want, but at least we were transparent about, you were going to a digital casino and you could bet 100x on your meme coins, right? That's the level, one aspect of the transparency. The other part is the adults in the room doing the right thing. And we saw Ripple show up as a lender of last resort when MoonPay needed some liquidity. It looks like Ripple has stayed on the sidelines. I haven't been able to see or track anything other than there has been some flows of XRP been moving around, and I'll show you guys that later in this video. But we did finally get an update here from Caleb and Brown commenting on the Bybit situation. 1.5 billion lost in the latest exchange hack. We fund trading execution using our own operating capital. This means client funds remain untouched, fully backed, and secure. So they're not touching and playing around with your bags while they're executing their trading and providing capital for that. So it's similar to, like, I talked about this over the weekend with our Discord group. I said I have a forever bag, a never touch it bag. It's buried in the backyard type of bag. And my seed phrase too. We just make sure that the seed phrase is secure, and that XRP is never going to be touched. I'm not going to take a loan out against it. I'm not going to do anything with it, most likely, right? It's just going to be buried. Then I have a section of my XRP that will be used for leverage, will be used for DeFi. And then I have other wallets where I trade XRP. I have XRP on Caleb and Brown. I have XRP on Coinbase and Uphold. And I have it there ready to sell when I go up to my targets here over the next 60 days, most likely. And then later as this bull run continues. So I do have XRP on these exchanges. I do have XRP wallets for trading. Everything is segregated away from my long-term, never touch it, holding it forever bag. And that's basically, to simplify and dumb down what Caleb and Brown is doing here, is they completely segregate your funds, and it is never used in, basically operating capital for the trading that's being executed on their platform. That's very important. Now, speaking of these banks and these old guard, this is from Vincent Kennedy, and this is just his story. I want to hear you guys' comments on this, though. One of my best friends is a big banker for a huge bank, responsible for a couple thousand employees. None of them are allowed to buy XRP yet. Now, down below here, he elaborates a little bit further. After somebody asks him, they have agreements with the bank that they cannot purchase XRP even on their own terms outside of the bank. And Vincent Kennedy says he personally can't hold XRP or he will be fired. Imagine that. Why would they fire an employee for holding XRP? Selling to the clients is totally prohibited as well. The best part, the CEO talks about custodian crypto publicly. So the CEO is talking about custodying crypto publicly. Maybe we could hone in on who this actually is if I looked at some of these bank CEOs that are talking about this. The better part is the person that was in charge of digital assets left that bank to go work for Ripple. So, take it with a grain of salt. This is just Vincent Kennedy throwing this out here. I want to hear what you guys have to say, and I want to hear, do you guys know anybody that works at banks or financial institutions? I don't want them to get, to expose their NDA. So, don't lose your job. Any bankers in the chat? Let me know what you guys, are seeing out there. And what's interesting, they're not able to buy it yet. They're not able to sell it to clients yet. But it appears that they're clearly getting ready to go, and we've seen the suits are getting ready to go. The chief investment officer of Bitwise saying that there's big time demand for XRP ETFs, and those ETFs are right around the corner. And so, it looks like to me they're getting their ducks in a row, and it's all been hush hush, which just shows how important XRP is, how systemically important XRP is going to be to this new financial system. The fact that they can't even own it. They're not allowed to talk about it. You got to completely avoid it. Now, on the flip side, in the crypto world, they're getting ready to hype the hell out of this thing. BitTrue, speaking of counting it down, who else is counting down to the XRP ETF? And they start up a countdown here today, 45 days to go. Now, they pull 45 days out of their behind because there is no 45-day countdown. There is a 240-day countdown from the day the Grayscale ETF went into the Federal Register, filed by the SEC. That starts the 240-day countdown, which takes us out to October. But BitTrue's starting the 45-day countdown on the ETFs, and I'm here for it. Guys, this is the thing I've been saying. You're having celebrities come pump up XRP. You're having Solana degens come into the XRP memes. Let them pump it up. Let them burn it up. Somebody just told me in my Discord group that somebody paid 19,000 XRP for a punk, an NFT of a punk. And nothing against the punks. I'm sure they're very, valuable and maybe worth 19,000 XRP, which is like, I thought it was like 50,000 or something like that. It's crazy. But I made the comment. I said, guys, this is 19,000 XRP that can be used for on-demand liquidity. It's not going to be used to solve a liquidity crisis. It's not going to be used on the back end of the financial system because some degen literally put it in to a pixelated picture of a punk. I'm here for it. Whether the suits are getting ready to hype it up or whether the degens want to go park the reserve currency in a picture of a pixelated punk, God bless it. Pump it up, baby. This is what I'm here for. And this is why the run on XRP is beginning. because it is so safe, it is so secure, and it remains highly liquid. And my theory is that these exchanges, and all I really have to run on is the outflows that were happening on XRP, the selling that was happening on XRP during the Ethereum hack. XRP had nothing to do with this, but we saw XRP actually took more of a hit than many other crypto projects. And my reasoning behind this, the only justification that I can think of, is that basically this, XRP was being sold off by some of these platforms because they had some. It was highly liquid. They still have a lot of buyers, and they were able to basically get cash for XRP without really nuking the XRP chart that bad. I mean, XRP went down to what, $2.45 this past week? Wasn't too bad. And we just closed off the weekly candle above $2.57. That's not bad at all. It's actually really good, as a matter of fact, from a technical standpoint. But it is my speculation that these exchanges and platforms have been using XRP to cover their butts, and they can do so because it's so liquid. There's so many people that want XRP. So if the exchange needs to go sell, 10 million XRP, they can. They can find buyers. The chart take a little bit of a hit, but not much. And we're seeing the on-chain movement as well to back this up. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you think about my theory of XRP being used to pay off some of these, cover some of these butts here. 20 million XRP transferred from Gemini to an unknown wallet. So there's somebody taking XRP off of Gemini. And here's a wallet transfer, 29 million transferred from unknown wallet to Coinbase. Now, what this transaction most likely is Coinbase moving from a cold storage wallet to a hot wallet, which means they need to load up more XRP on their platform because they're selling more XRP and people are withdrawing more XRP off of their exchange. We've been tracking basically nothing but inflows on Coinbase for the past 3 months. Americans are showing up on Coinbase to buy XRP all the way up here to $3, and they're very happy to do so, which is why I think XRP was used in the past week, in particular, to cover the butts of some of these platforms. Now, we're also seeing that everyone is dumping Tether this weekend, maybe. I asked the question to Twitter, and I posted this screenshot. This is of the Coinbase volumes. So the top volume on Coinbase this Sunday. Now, volumes are down, okay? Only 345 million trading for Bitcoin, 272 million for ETH, and only 117 million for XRP. So volume is way down. And that's very typical on the weekends. But what was so interesting here, and the reason why I shared this, is because you have USDT Tether to USDC in second place for volume at nearly $500 million. And then you have over $500 million in volume from USDT to US dollars. And so I'd actually seen a tweet from Neil Hartner kind of, pointing out the same thing yesterday, that yesterday the same thing was taking place. Now, Neil Hartner, he's a senior software developer working on on-demand liquidity and Ripple payments at Ripple. And he kind of noticed the same thing yesterday. I'm seeing the same thing today. And the problem is that yesterday Bybit CEO said that they were going to have a liquidity crisis on their stable coins. Now, bringing it back to my speculation, if you're having a liquidity crisis on your stable coins, what could you go to? What's your alternative? Bitcoin? I don't think that order book on Bitcoin's that deep. You might wreck that Bitcoin chart. You start to sell off some of that. Now, XRP, that could be used, but it appears that folks are getting out of both Tether, They're going to US dollars, they're going to USDC, and maybe they're getting ready to buy, other coins with real utility like XRP. I know I'm not going anywhere, and that's what X Speaking Out says right here. My 7-year investment is in a safe place, and I'll wait as long as it takes to make that dent in the universe. 100%. This is our leader right here. When the CEO of the biggest company in our ecosystem is that locked in, and they've stated their goals going back to 2017, very simple, to make XRP a world reserve digital currency that's as liquid as a G10 currency. It's simple, it's straightforward, and have they achieved it fully yet? No. But can we track their progress because they're the most transparent company in crypto? Absolutely. And what can we see? We can see folks are turning to XRP for safety, security, and liquidity. A run on XRP is happening now. You're seeing XRP leaving the exchanges. You're seeing XRP going from cold storage wallets that these exchanges have to their hot wallets because they need to sell it. People want to buy it and people want to get it off of their platforms. Now, once again, these exchanges are for conducting business transactions. And that's the same thing with our brokerage that we work with, Caleb and Brown. So whether you use Caleb and Brown, we also have Coinbase and Uphold down below, or you have your other platforms. Remember, we get our transaction done, we secure our long-term holdings. I've moved XRP to Caleb and Brown, getting it ready for this bull run to sell off take some profit. Same thing with Coinbase and Uphold. The only reason why I have some cryptos on those platforms is because we're getting ready to trade it this alt season that's going to be led by XRP. So you guys let me know in the comments down below what you think. I appreciate you for stopping by. All of our community resources are at my website, zachrector.com. And when you do use them, once again, this is how we keep the lights on out here. I really do appreciate your support. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. And on the way out, can you smack it? We'll see you. God bless. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.